There are 16 colors of wool in Minecraft, and today I will conquer them all by making a great, efficient sheep farm right next to my castle here. I already have a sheep farm, but I have been told it is not very good, and I agree. I made this hole here with some sheep, as you can see, and I've used this to make the castle here. It's actually hard to hear around it. But today we're going to be making an actual farm that's automatic. I've never actually made an automatic sheep farm before, so this will be a cool new experience to try. And I don't actually have a design yet, so we'll have to figure out what we want to do with that and also kind of clean up this area because it is a mess. Okay, so I just made the module for the sheep farm here, did a test, and clearly it works. There's an observer here that detects when the sheep eats the grass, and then it activates a dispenser, which has shears in it, and the wool gets just broken off the sheep, goes into this minecart hopper through the blocks, into here, and then into a chest. So this design works. I don't think there's a way to do this without using a minecart hopper. I think it may cause a little lag, but as long as it's not moving, it should be okay. And instead of just having one that goes around the whole way, I'd want it to be individual so that I know that which wool I'm getting at each place. And I'll probably have 2 sheep per type of wool, so we could probably connect the collecting system. Say there's another sheep right here, then you could put the hoppers inward and do a chest there. But the proof of concept works. I haven't actually looked at any tutorials of this. I've kind of just seen farms in the past and taken inspiration from that. But this should work here. So let's try to get a layout of the farm, and we'll also have to figure out what we're going to do with all these sheep here. Okay, I think the first step here, since I do want to build the farm here to kind of just, make this spot my actual sheep farm, is we're going to need to get the sheep out of here. And containing them somewhere else just seems like a mess, so I'm just going to let it loose and let the sheep kind of go. Oh, this is blocking them off. There we go. And just kind of let them wander out, and we can collect them and bring them back into the farm once we're ready. There's so many here. I don't think we'll need this many for the farm. Maybe about this much. 16, 32. 32. This seems like 32 sheep, but we'll be fine. We'll have plenty of time. It will take a while to, get all the sheep to, into the pods themselves, because you have to, lead them up there, and animals are annoying this game. But I'll try to clear all this space out so that we can actually start work on the farm layout itself. Hello, sheep. Come over here. They're still kind of clumped up around this area, so I'm just trying to get, them to move a little bit over, and I think this is the most effective way. Just to get, most of them out of the way. So I'm trying to flatten out the area here to give us, a base. This hill isn't really, that big, so I don't know if we'll have enough space to make all the modules on this. It may need to extend out this way a bit, but we'll see. I'm going to just start setting up where I think the modules should go, and then we'll work from there. All right, so I've set up the first module kind of thing here. So this is how we're going to do the, each set of wool. This will be, one type of sheet, white wool or gray wool or whatever it's going to be. We'll have, two kind of stations there with 2 sheep. I think 2 should be enough. If I just AFK a little, we should have enough wool for any projects I need, as long as it's not absolutely massive. This farm's just meant to have a steady supply of wool coming in, so I don't have to deal with it going to harvest it frequently. This should be plenty for my needs. The wool should funnel down into here. I still need to put in the hopper minecarts. I kind of just waited on that since I would have to kind of place them in, so I might do that at the end. Also didn't put all the shears in. I think we'll do that as well at the end. But the blueprint of it is about 4 by 5 in size. And the height, I mean, I don't know. It's 5 blocks tall, I think. So we're going to try to just, I don't know, make some kind of shape with this where it kind of looks cool. I think we'll just do 1 layer. I was considering doing multiple layers, but it'll just be hard to access the wool that way. So we'll do I don't know, some type of design where this is easy. We might just make some rows. That would be easy, but I feel like we could make some cool kind of structure out of this. So I'll see if I can get up a cool format for it. Okay, I'm still thinking about the design here, but I'll update you on kind of what my thoughts are right now. I want to make the farm, efficient to use so I can easily get the wool I want, and I don't have to, walk down a long way to collect different types. I can just come here and like just grab them all. So I was thinking we could do like maybe an interior thing here, and this could be a row, and then I could just go like that and go along to it. But I felt that kind of it wouldn't like look very great from the inside here because you wouldn't be able to see the sheep this way. And if I rotated the sheep in, you wouldn't really be able to tell what it is from the outside. And I think we should actually change the glass here to match up with whatever sheep it is. Like we'll have gray for the gray sheep and then so on. And I think that'll make like a cool rainbowy effect somewhat. And I'll try to go in rainbow order as best I can. I don't really know what the rainbow is here because there's like some other kind of in-between colors, but I'll try to make it go like from red to whatever. Maybe starts with or maybe go the other way. We'll start with purplish and then go up to red because I think having it kind of look like the rainbow like that would be good. And then down here we could do like the browns and the grays and the whites. I was also thinking we could do like a tower. That's I think what I was just suggesting too. We could do a tower here where each layer is like a color, or we could have multiple colors per like layer where it would be like 4 layers if we just did 2 modules, but we could make it where there's 16 modules per color, which could be interesting. Just that seems like a lot. I don't know if I need that much wool though, is the thing. I guess we could switch it to just a skinnier thing here though, where there's 4. Oh, that's interesting. We could have four modules. Instead of this double module thing, we have 4 modules, one here, 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 and here. And then they all go into like a central chest, and then we can go up and down to easily collect the wool. Since we have like rockets, I was thinking a tower could be pretty possible, since we could just fly up to the different layers. But I want it to be maybe a thicker than just 1 block wide. So I'm still kind of thinking out the design here, but I want it to look kind of cool, but also be functional at the same time, which is the thing I'm trying to figure out. It's also going to be a bit of a pain to get the dyes because I don't think I have all the dyes in the game easily accessible, so we may have to gather a few, which shouldn't be too hard, but it'll be annoying because we'll have to dye the glass and then the sheep themselves. But we'll see. I'm going to continue thinking about the design here. I've set up a bit of an outline of what I think the tower would end up being. So each layer is like 5 blocks, right? And then you need like a floor layer so you can stand. And then there'd be the chest here, and then like the 5 blocks of the farm itself. And then you repeat it. And if we're doing it where each sheep is just two shear stations, then we would only need 4 layers because 4 times 4 is 16, and that's how many wool there are in the game. So they would go up to about here. That would be the top. And we could kind of make it like look like a tower, sort of. Like some type of like, I don't know. I mean, it's going to look like a tower, but like we could decorate it a bit. And I think with the color coding would be cool. I'm just not sure if I really want to go all the way having this like 4 times taller doing all the wool. That would be pretty cool, but I don't think I need that much wool. Just the thing is, if we have multiple colors on the same layer, I don't know if that'll look as cool as having different layers of each color, but I think it's more practical just doing it this size. This is still pretty tall of a tower, and you'll be able to see all the colors, and we could have like some sea lantern. Well, I don't really have much sea lantern. We could have some glowing thing behind these, so like the glass glows through it, and the color coding will also help, and we'll probably make a bit of a something around there so the dirt's not exposed directly. We'll have to do some outside decoration. But I think it would be pretty practical, and we could have like, I don't know if, how would you access it though? That might be the issue, that you wouldn't be able to access it by just flying in. We could probably figure out some way to do that, but going into the tower itself would be fine to collect the wool. I think that'd work. There's plenty of space on the inside here. Like, let's just look. This is how much space you'd have, like, in each layer to stand. You'd have plenty. And this whole middle would be solid. I just don't know what type of elevator we'd do. Because it's not like a water elevator would work. I mean, we could probably do a water elevator with this much space. It just would be a little tight. But if we just had one bubble column going up and then just, I don't know, powdered snow on the bottom or something where you just stop your fall, I think we could get something to work. Well, I'll start putting in place the tower design because I think I like this the most out of the options. And even if it's not super effective, that's fine. It'll be easy enough to get the wool. We don't have to go for max efficiency here. This is just to have a working sheep farm. And this guy has been getting sheared while I've been trying to plan this out. So it's all working good. Let's... I'm going to get all the dye, I think. That'll be my next mission. And then we'll start laying out this build itself. I've went through my flowers chest and I've been able to collect all of these dyes, just kind of converting things into the different colors and mixing them together. And we have a decent amount of all of them. We may need a little bit more of like yellow and light blue, but that shouldn't be too hard to get that since like, I guess blue we could just use some lapis. I didn't actually do that, but that's an easy way to get that because I have plenty of lapis. And then we could, you know, mix it with some white here to get a bit more of that. But the thing we're missing is brown dye. And I believe the only way to get brown dye in Minecraft is through with cocoa seeds, which are from a jungle. But there is no jungle nearby that I know of. So we'll have to find that. I don't know if I've ever actually been to a jungle in this world, if I'm thinking about it. I probably have, but I don't know where that is. So we're gonna have to go on a bit of a journey. Let me actually just check to make sure. Brown. I don't even have it popped up, so I don't think I've ever even got cocoa seeds, which is kind of crazy, thinking I've built this, but haven't had any brown wool with me. So we're gonna try to find a jungle, get that, and then we'll head back and continue working on developments for our sheep farm. Well, I found a mangrove swamp, which I don't believe I've actually gotten any propagules from before. There's also some turtles here. But let's get a few propagules just in case I want to make some of these trees. I guess you need the full ones for them to drop their saplings. I haven't really done too much stuff with mangroves, so I'm not completely familiar with how that works, but 2 should be enough. I'll just get 1 more to make sure. But yeah, these are kind of weird trees. And I'm just heading out east here. Ooh, there's tropical fish. Until I hit a jungle. I don't think I've actually been loaded in these chunks yet, so this is all new stuff. And oh, actually, there's a jungle right here. That's like a very small jungle. I don't know why it's so small, but that's cool. There's a shipwreck. That actually looks really cool on like the shore there. Okay, let's see. Is there any cocoa beans? I think they usually spawn at the top of trees. Are they cocoa beans? So there should be at least one here somewhere. If not, I'll be upset. Haven't had to do too much traveling to get here. There we go. Here are some cocoa beans for our brown dye. We're gonna need to get some saplings and then start like actually making a bit of a cocoa bean farm. I guess we could make a permanent one since I don't actually have that. And that could be like a sub-project within the episode today. But yeah, we'll need some saplings. We'll need some jungle log. I don't think you have to put cocoa bean on jungle log, but might as well get it while we're here. And that's kind of glitched out. Yeah, but with these new chunks, since this world's a bit old, some of the things might load a little weird, which is okay, but I should be aware of that. Let's break down this tree, get a few saplings, and then we'll head back. I've got the saplings. Let's head back now. There's actually more jungle over here, kind of on the shore there. There's also a ruined nether portal, which is floating, kind of cool. Yeah, so we'll make a bit of like some logs set up, put these in. I think you could probably bone meal cocoa beans. If so, then we should be good to get a ton of them since I have plenty of bones. And then with that in place, we can start setting up our ultimate sheep tower. Okay, does this work? Yes, it does. Okay, we can just get a lot of this easily. Don't really have to set up a farm then. You could probably get a bone meal set up for this. Let me just put a ton down, and then we'll kind of go around, bone meal them, and then break them. I don't need too much brown dye, so just like 1 harvest here should be probably enough. And we'll leave some cocoa beans for later harvesting. I'll actually do one more round just to get enough, but I'll put 6 in there just so we don't accidentally break them. Here we go. Brown dye. Kind of just looks like a poop a little bit, but that's fine. Let's put that in here, and there we go. All 16 dyes have been collected. Great. Let's put some saplings in here that we've collected, and we can put some other, I guess, spare dyes here, and some wood in there. All right, with this setup, we'll start getting the things in place. I think we'll need about, I don't know, I should probably do the math, how much glass I need per each module, so that we don't make too much or too little. And I'll try to get the materials before we start building, because if you don't get the materials, then you'll have to head back and forth. And I'll try to be a little smart about this, so I'll get the materials I need, and then we'll build the tower. As I'm organizing the stuff here, I'd like to show you a little bit of a feature in Minecraft. I found this out from Etho's lab, because I watched some of his videos, and he showed this new feature where if you click something in the crafting table, and then you get it out, and then you click space, then you can like just automatically go there again. And that's really helpful for stuff like dispensers. So just wanted to let you know that, so that you can craft a bit faster when crafting dispensers, and some other things similar to that. If you're doing in Bolt is a helpful little pro tip. All right, well now I think I have pretty much everything I need. I'll kind of just leave out this extra stuff that I was using. We don't really need it anymore, but I'll put it up later, just so in case we do need it, I don't have to like dig it out of the chest again. So this should be everything I need. Might need a few more blocks. For decoration, we'll probably need more stuff, but for the basic infrastructure of the build, this should be enough. So we'll go layer by layer, and I guess we could kind of do this as a time lapse. I don't know if that'll be the cool way to do it, but yeah, I'll get started on building this tower up. Okay, so I've made the infrastructure of the build itself mostly. We just have to add a few more minecarts, hopper minecarts to the levels, and then we'll have to add some decoration and the way to get up and down. Another thing with being on the inside here is you can add all the shears really easily. I think scaffolding might actually work the best here as a way to get up. It's kind of cool on the inside though. It makes this like cool tunnel shape. And so far, I like how it's looking. I like the colors. It's more colorful around like the top layers, but I kind of went for a circular thing, kind of going around with how the rainbow would work. Don't know if that looks perfect, but I kind of went for that. I had to like switch some of the colors because I messed them up when making the glass originally, but I think it's all in place, you know, green to lime to yellow, orange, red. Kind of just the colors, and I'm kind of not used to seeing the stained glass of like some of these colors. They're very vibrant, more than I remember. Like, look at this yellow. Oh my gosh, that's like a very vibrant yellow, and the orange. I don't know. So yeah, the next step is adding a few more components and the decoration, and of course adding the sheep in. How could we forget that? That's going to take a while and be annoying, but we'll do that and we'll be good here. So I'm going to start kind of finish up the hopper minecarts and kind of get the skeleton of it, and then we'll focus more on, we'll put the sheep in and then decorate. Okay, I got all the shears, all the minecarts in place, so we're ready to put the sheep in. I think I need some wool actually to decorate the build. I want to incorporate like the wool into the build, so we'll need to actually get some from the sheep, so we'll have to wait on that a little bit. But let's start putting them in and then dyeing them. We'll start with the bottom row. Hopefully they can fit underneath the hopper. I have not tested that, but if they don't, I may need to break a few blocks. So we'll start by making like just a staircase up, and we could probably go around here. I made a platform here, but I might change this to wool. So I haven't done it on any of the other platforms, but this will make it easy to push the sheep in for this first one. Let's start with you. Come here. I could just try to get the gray, the light gray sheep into the light gray thing, so I don't have to dye them. But we'll go around and dye them afterwards. Come on. What are you doing? This guy is not cooperating. Why not? I could have, you know what? To make this even better, doubling it. Oh, it's about to become night. We might need to go sleep before this because this area is not lit up. Let's kind of go up here. All right, only one sheep needed. Okay. So, you know what? I'll be right back. Let me just sleep real quick. All right, attempt number 2 here. I don't think I'm going to show putting all the sheep in because this may take a while and might not be that interesting to watch. So we'll just do like the first 1 or 2 here to show you the process that I'll have to go through. There you go, sheep. Oh my gosh, are you actually not going to fit? Your bulbous body doesn't fit under the hopper. Okay. Well, easy solution here. Break this. Oh no, it fell in the thing. No, don't go out. Stay there, stay there, stay there. So we're gonna have to break like the glass and then put it back, which is gonna be a really annoying thing to have to do, but that's okay. We got 1 sheep in. It'll make sure that multiple sheep don't drop into the same hole, so that'll be good. And oh no, Gray's getting into the brown thing. Okay, you go in here. We'll have to clear everything out afterwards, so this'll be a bit of a process, but it's fine. Okay, let's do this. Come on. Didn't mean to drop down with the lead. Oops. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, this is gonna take forever. How about you? You come up. Maybe not the lead. Oh my gosh. I want to get rid of the lead. Oh my goodness. Let's not do lead. Lead does not work. I think wheat will be better here because they can kind of... Oh my gosh. I just need one of you to get into this pen here. Okay, let's unwheatify. And then there we go. We have 2 sheep right here, and you can see the grass has already grown back there, meaning that it is working properly. I don't know, should I go like make a different staircase up for every module, or should I kind of rotate them around? I think we could probably rotate them around, but we are going to need to get this black glass. And okay, I'll just skip ahead to when I have all of the sheep in place, and we'll dye them because this is going to be quite a long process. All right, we're almost done here. This has taken what feels like forever, but this last layer's pretty easy since it's all exposed, and I can just push them in. I've gotten them in kind of clumps here, so I have 1 more over there. It is night, so be careful. Things can spawn where we are. I have not lit up the structure yet. We need 1 more sheep right here. Come on, come on. Okay, let me just look at the hitboxes, because they're a little finicky. There we go. Oh, that was not the most pleasant experience, but I've done it. I pushed them all in. Probably should have thought of a plan beforehand how to get them in, but that worked. Doing the tower thing made it harder, too, because if I just did it all on the ground, I could just, I wouldn't have to climb all the way up. But I think it's pretty cool, and it does seem to be working. So if we check over here, like if you check the bottom chest, there's like almost a stack of wool. So I've been doing this for almost an hour, I guess, since we put the first sheeps in. So we're gonna have to dye all the sheep. I don't know if... No, not that's on like Bedrock. I thought they like had the color when they were sheared, so but that's not how it works here. So we'll kind of have to just guess if they're dyed or not. Just click on them. If it consumes a dye, they should be good. And just, yeah, that should be pretty easy. The scaffolding here... Oh my gosh, the sheep are so loud. I'm just gonna make it quieter for myself. The scaffolding here, I don't know if I really like, because it really obstructs my vision when like going upwards. So I don't know if I just want to get rid of this entirely and just focus just on flying into this build instead of climbing up, or use a ladder instead. I'm not sure, but I'm going to get rid of the scaffolding for now, just so we can see everything a bit clearer. We could also do glass here. Oh, that's a good idea, maybe. So I can see up through it still, because I liked the way you could do that before. Potentially... But we'll just clear this out, because I don't like the way that floor looked. It was kind of obstructing my view. But yeah, if we used glass instead, you'd still be able to see, but you'd have like a place to stand. So that may be a good idea. I just don't know, besides like a ladder, what we could do. ladder scaffolding. So we'll have to pick one of those. But the first thing we probably should do is dye the sheep, perhaps. We'll dye all the sheep. I'll go do that. We need 2 of each type of dye, I believe. And then we'll kind of just go up using it. I need to clear my inventory a little bit. We'll have to get rid of the dirt structures I made like on the side. I made like a staircase up. Okay, so we'll just get 2 of each. I probably should get more. I don't know. We'll just... my inventory is going to be so annoying, but whatever. Just enough space. I'll put some junk in there. A few sheep did die on this, on putting it in. All right. What is the best way to do this? I'm just going to make a tower in the middle until we have our actual stairs set up. And we can get rid of these too because this isn't actually here on the other layers. Okay. But I think the farm will work well. Let's just do brown here. Brown. Oh, no. Can you not dye them while they're in this form? Oh, gosh. I didn't realize that. Okay, here's the solution. I'm going to get rid of all the redstone. We'll put the redstone back later. And then we'll wait for them all to grow back their wool, then dye them. Because apparently that's it doesn't work the way I thought it would. I'll start from the top. And while we're waiting, we'll like start doing some of the decorations. And I'll figure out how I want like the actual structure to kind of function when I go inside of it. Okay, so I think most of the sheep have their wool back, and I've just added a ladder here. Still don't know if I'm 100% on this design, but it's good for now. Put some end rods in. Tried to like just make this bit more square so you can walk pretty easily up here to refill the shears. And then I want to get some wool to put like right here for the different colors. I think that would look good. But, of course, we need to actually get the farm started before we can do that. So, it is time to dye all these sheep. So let's grab all the wool, or I mean dyes, and we're going to make our way up slowly. This farm is quite loud, unfortunately. You know what? Let's start at the bottom. I mean top. If we start at the top, we can drop down because it's not easy to get up and down. Or it's not easy to go up that much. So lime... red. So this should be pretty easy. Oops, left this here. Let's do that. I've been struggling to manage my inventory. I need to get rid of that. We'll do that in a second, though. We'll put these as orange. You won't... Oops, didn't mean to do that. You won't be able to actually see the sheep dyed, because they'll be sheared pretty much instantly, unfortunately. But, you know, they kind of look cool when they're dyed, I think. All right, let's drop down here. It's one lower. Yeah, just down to this part. And then we'll dye this blue. Is that the right color? I'm gonna have to like make sure I can tell what glass color it is. I think that's cyan, because it's a little hard to tell. Light blue, green. I think you get the point. So I'll just wrap this up, and then we can kind of put in the colors. Okay, I think we could probably start putting in some of the colors now. I got rid of the ladder because I thought it was a bit in the way. I want to do some other method of getting up and down. I'm not sure yet. But once we put in the wool here, I think that'll help get an idea for it. So, it should be pretty easy because you can just go to the chest and then do this. Should we go all the way? Like, should it just be this part that's the color, or should it be like outward here? I don't know. I think for interior that's fine. What color is this? Lime. We only need 3 the way I'm doing it right now. But that doesn't look quite right. I think we need to do it some other way. Like, have some other block there for a different decoration. Because that's too bland, just having the stone brick there, I think. But the wool, we can just put in this pattern on all 4 sides here. And you'll definitely know what chest you're opening. And there is just going to be one hole in the center here, so there's not much up and down you can do. I guess I could do a water column, but I don't know what I could really do with that. Maybe on the edge here is possible. We could have like a, I don't know, the ladder could be like on one of the corners or like in there. I'm not sure. I'll do a bit more thinking and start getting the wool in place, and I'll show you once I have like a full idea of it. Okay, bit of an update here. I've had the idea to do a minecart elevator. I think that could work pretty well, right? I'm just trying to figure out how I could actually like get the distances right though, because I set one up right here and it's just, you can't reach the minecart from down here, like without placing a block then jumping. For some reason, your reach is not long enough. So we'll have to figure out like where I want to put it. Like potentially, I guess we could have it, I don't know, rest right there, maybe? I don't know if that would work. Can I just put it? No. Well, I have to go up and down a lot, so that's just kind of where my plan is. Let me see if I can actually get to work. But I've also been doing this concrete, gray concrete. I don't think I've shown this yet. As like kind of the border here and platforms with like a little plus shape of all the different colors that you'd want. So I've kind of been working on getting that in place. I've done the top one and then the bottom one, but we need to do the two middle ones as well and kind of figure out how to do the minecart elevator. But it's working here. We're getting some good wool in place. Some stuff may still fall into the hopper minecarts because I'm like doing stuff, but I think it's all working. We just need to figure out a few more technical things and then also figure out after we do the elevator and other stuff, like how we want to decorate the outside. I feel like I need to do a little bit more decoration besides just this ring. I want to make it so you can fly in easily, so we won't really do anything here, but like with this part, we could add some trap doors maybe, or something to make it a little bit more decorated, but I'm not sure yet. So I'll see you in a bit. So I have somewhat of a system in place. I don't know if this works, but we'll test it out. We got to get rid of that. So I kind of just put it in the floor, and you can kind of just jump into it like that. So does that work good? You can't like insta-do it, but you can like, oops, you can fall down. Don't take too much damage. But you can go up, you can't click into it immediately, but you can just jump up and then go like that. And you get up pretty fast, so I think I like it. And if you want to just go to the next floor, just walk into it like that. Not the cleanest thing, but it works. And I think most of the time I'm using this farm, I will just fly in from the side. I'll be like, what type of wool do I want? I want blue. Okay, let's head right to there. And then we can get some nice blue wool. But yeah, that's good. I like the inside here. It looks very technical, like it's kind of exposed some of the redstone, but I kind of like that. It's colorful, but also there's gray and stuff at the same time. Good contrast. So I missed a block there. Let me just put that back in place. Okay, I think most of the stuff is done for what I wanted to do with like the platforms and stuff. The usability is done. I don't know. I've been doing this a while, so I'm kind of losing my words here. So yeah, we're gonna need to decorate it a bit more because it looks kind of cool right now as it is, but I think we could add a few more things like oops, didn't mean to click that. Right here, you can make like a pillar, maybe, with some stuff. I don't want to block the actual stuff down there itself, but to kind of smooth it out, make it more circular here, I could just, pull down the gray concrete because I have plenty of that and kind of just border it. And then also put maybe some trapdoors on the edge here to make it not look just like dirt sticking out. So those are the two additions I think I'll add. I'm not sure how I want to do the roof yet. We'll have to figure that out as well. But I like how it's turned out so far. I think it works pretty good. The minecart thing is somewhat good solution. It makes it very clean. That's what I like about it. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good for going up. And if you want to go down, you can just, fly around this way as if you don't want to take damage. The minecarts might move a little bit, but that shouldn't be a problem. They'll stick in place. All right, let me get to work on the next additions. I believe I have finished the sheep farm pretty much officially here, so I'll give you a view of what it looks like. I've added some borders to it, kind of rounded it off, and I like the way it looks. I don't know, the colors look cool. Probably should get rid of this now since we've already implemented the design, but what do you think? I think it's pretty cool. Added trapdoors here just to like border the edge a little bit. The dirt kind of looks weird, but it's necessary for the farm, so not much I could do about that. I could put trapdoors underneath, but it'd make it harder to walk under, so I think I like the way it looks. You can kind of see where the colors are pretty easily by looking at the floor, and it's working pretty effectively. If I really want to like get some more, I could wait here, but since it's right next to my base, I'll just end up being here whenever I work on other projects anyway, and it'll just slowly over time fill up. I can add more shears here if needed. I probably should clean this up, but there's a few things I need to clean up, but the farm itself is done. It is loud with the sheep. That has quite a lot of wool in it. There we go. Oops, didn't mean to fall down. And I really do like the way the minecart elevator thing worked. I think it's the perfect solution. It feels very clear here, but also you have an easy way to get up. So we can just look at a few more chests here. Yep, looks all good. There's no way to get like on the top directly. I didn't put a minecart there. I didn't really know what to do with the top, so I just put a few lanterns just for some extra lighting. And it's right about the same height as like this area on the castle, so it's kind of cool to like see the view from here. And I guess we could like actually go up over here and see what it looks like. So kind of just a little modular tower with the different colors. So I think it's pretty cool. Let me just clean up a few things so I can call it officially done. All right, everything's cleaned up and the farm is working. So I guess this is where the episode concludes. Nothing else to do today. So I think it was pretty productive. This took like, I don't know, like about 3 hours to do. More time than I thought it would because, you know, it's not that big of a farm and it's pretty simple, but getting the design, the materials and stuff, you know, takes time. And I didn't exactly speed run it, but I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's a nice farm. I like doing like farms that are simple and you can kind of do in a day. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any ideas for farms in the future or other things I could build in this world, let me know. I believe the next thing I will do is probably make some pretty powerful XP farms. So if you know any designs for that, that's not too difficult to make. I'd be happy to do it probably, because my old XP farm no longer works, and XP is important for mending stuff, as you can tell by this elytra. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.